Siyanbade here, Houston-based attorney and host of Ask Temi Live, where we discuss the best ways to establish your business, protect your name, and keep your profits. Today's question of the day is, how do I trademark a slogan? Excellent question. We hear a lot about trademarking your name and trademarking your logo, but we don't hear a lot about slogans. So let's unpack that today. I think the first question is, we kind of already assumed the answer, but I want to make sure I address it, is, can you trademark a slogan? The answer is yes. Why can you trademark a slogan? Because a slogan can help someone identify the source of a good or a service. So there are well-known slogans that are identifiers. If you hear "just do it," you might think of Nike. If you hear "ba da ba ba ba, I'm loving it," you think of McDonald's. If you think of "let's get ready to rumble," right? That you think of wrestling. All of those things are slogans that identify specific organizations or businesses or entities that are providing some type of good or service, right? That good, Nikes, we're talking about sneakers, athletic wear. McDonald's, we're talking about food. Let's Get Ready to Rumble, we're talking about, I think it's the WWF. Can't remember. Shh, don't tell anybody. But we know that they're providing entertainment. All right. And so that's what slogans do. So there are source identifiers, and anything that is a source identifier can be trademarked down to a sound, a color. So like Tiffany blue is a trademark. The magenta pink that T-Mobile uses is a trademark. If you're in Texas, like me, University of Texas orange, that burnt orange, it's a trademark. All of those things that identify something as a source of or a good or a service that's unique to them can be trademarked. Slogans are no different. And so now we can get to that question. So how do I do that? Well, the same way you would trademark basically anything else. It's pretty much a similar process. Internally, one of the things that we do is we start off with a search. I think it's prudent for anyone who's trying to register a trademark to start off that way, because you are allowing yourself to see what's in the big what's in the registry right now. This is particular to the United States. But you do a search to find out what has been registered in this category that is like what I'm trying to register. So you do the same thing with slogans. So you're going to look in the USPTO. You're going to hire an attorney to kind of look at different databases and different renditions of the slogan that you have, and make sure that there is nothing that is identical or similar to what you are trying to register. Remember, the standard when it comes to trademark is not exact replica. It is likelihood of confusion. What does that mean? It means that if it is similar enough for someone to get confused, you have an issue. So we start off with a search. That's internal. Second thing, and for some people, this is the first step that they take. They submit the application, right? You submit the application. After you submit the application, and the application includes information about what you are specifically trying to sell that is associated with that slogan. So you have to tell them the goods or the services. Identify the class, that's the category of the goods and services that you're trying to sell. And then you tell them a little bit more. You provide a picture of, or you provide the words that are in the slogan, and additional information in your application. Once they've received your application, right? Third step, I should include this, is you wait. It's an unofficial step, but you wait for the government to get back to you. When the government eventually gets back to you, the real next step is that there's an examining attorney who reviews your application, right? So that might take a couple of months from when they receive your application to when that examining attorney now begins the review. I was reading a comment on another one of the videos, and somebody said that the thing that surprised them the most about trademark was how long the process is. When I tell you that this takes a while, I'm saying from the moment you drop or submit your application to the moment that somebody actually responds and says, hey, we've reviewed it, could be 9 months. So just want to put that out there. If you want to hear more about the details of that, I'll include a link to that here in the video somewhere in one of these corners. But that being said, an examining attorney is going to review your application. They're going to check it against the legal standards, make sure everything is good. If it's not good, they're going to issue something called an office action. If it is all good, you're going to move on to a stage called publication. If you get to publication, you're doing pretty well. The hardest part of the application process typically is getting through the examining attorney's hands. But once you get to publication, the United States Patent and Trademark Office is going to publish your mark in their official gazette. And that gives the opportunity for other trademark owners to see, hey, hey, so-and-so is trying to register this trademark. I think that they're too close to comfort, and it gives them a chance to speak up. I think about it as speak now and forever hold your peace. The forever part, there's sometimes ways that people years later, if they're litigating, if they're suing, might bring it up. But for the most part, if you are not speaking up during this stage, you're letting it go. And then finally, after you've gotten through publication is 30 days. There's another waiting stage. I don't know why, but even though you're done with publication and it's successful, you're not automatically registered. There's this processing time. It might take 2-3 months before they tell you, but eventually you will be registered. Whoop whoop whoop. Right. And so that's the process. It's, again, just like the process for trademarking anything else. And so just keep that in mind. If you are interested in registering your slogan or getting a slogan registered as a trademark, that's the process that you're going to have to take. There's no expedited method. It's the same thing. And the line is not shorter because it's a slogan. It's still going through the same process. So that's all for today's question of the day. I want to invite you, if you are interested in learning more about what to specifically do when you are trying to start your business, I'm going to invite you to download our free gift. It is the Level Up Your Business and Brand Action Checklist. And it's because we are about our business here. I want to invite you to take action, right? And figure out exactly what you need to do. I break it down into different stages and say, do this, do this, do this, do this. So download this checklist. It's going to be extremely valuable to you. Also, please feel free to keep in touch. Our handle is TOS Legal. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook, right? Follow us. Let us know. Don't follow us in real life. Like, do not follow me in real life because, that's creepy. But you can follow me on social. That's not creepy. We all do it. It's a little creepy, but it's what we do. But follow us on social media. Finally, let me know what you have questions about. It could be related to trademarks, LLCs, even some legacy planning type things, and also leadership and marketing and business strategy. Like, what are the questions you have? I'd love to start that dialogue. Let me know in the comment section below what you want to talk about. Perhaps one of these days we'll go live, right? But that's all that I have for you today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.